side. I'll be better when I'm older. I'll be the greatest fan of your life. You lie awake in my bed. You're my survival. You're my living proof. Sonicity. Yeah. I'll be captivated. I'll hang from your lips instead of the gallows of heartache and hang from above.
You know, a newspaper or, you know, an art gallery or any of those things are just, it's just amazing what can be done. And so.
And she's wearing my first camera I ever owned, a Pentax K1000. I'm very impressed.
But yes, you know, and so it was very good. I started off using a Pentax and a Canon. I was a journalist eons ago, and they're not too far from us, and they've got this incredible event bringing all these Second Life things going on, and I'm getting some IMs here. Is Cisco still here? When this is what it looked like? I'm just kidding, but I put a lot of things up there as just icons and for you to have fun and play or take photos with, you know, just crazy stuff I find. So we're going to continue to walk through this, okay? Our next exhibit is coming up over here. And when I get here, I'll just stand and talk with you for a second. Well, I have an interesting story to share, but I can't, how I met Brody. Kara knows the story, and Shock was with me at the time. Yeah, this is media, so we're not going to talk about that one. But you know, sometimes you just have fun in Second Life. Let's just put it that way. We're into media entrepreneurs and all the people in Second Life. It's just been a crazy and wonderful media community. So that's my little set that I'm proud of. All right, so I'm bragging. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm maybe even more excited about this than I am about my book. So anyways, we'll just continue to go on. Of course, Best of Second Life. Again, Multo and Lowe Runo Productions. Woohoo! And then at the very top, Second Life Live with Sony and Trask. Trask isn't here right now. He should come later on, but he's watching the races. Very tough choice between Sony and watching the races. I interviewed him for the book under a different name, and I won't mention what that is. But he owns Bahama Breeze, and it's an incredible beachfront property, and you need to check that out. Okay, last but not least.
I want to get the, you know, the machinima guys. I want to get the artist guys. I want to get, and he just totally gets it. He came in here with the University of Western Australia. He created a game. He went out there and reached to the community. And you know what? That's why he's having really, really success with what he's doing right now.
Well, now this is the part we've all been waiting for. And let me look around here to the sim. Oh, there she is in gold. Very beautiful. I have the privilege of introducing my very good friend, Sonicity Fitzroys. She's a real life and Second Life professor. She has the sheepskin on the wall. I've seen it. In real life, she teaches media in the USA. She is professor at She is a media practitioner and media studies scholar. She works for Best of Second Life magazine, and as we can see, and she's a very successful events reporter for Best of Second Life. She also is a DJ for BOSL Radio and has a great show on there Saturdays and Sundays. She is a reviewer for the Machinima Artist Guild, and I'll tell you what, her blogs and also her reviewing on my site are second to none. I live for those things, to read them. She also works for the Journal of Gaming and Virtual Worlds. She loves Second Life and is fascinated with the role that technology plays in our lives. I give you Sonicity Fitzroys. Sonicity Fitzroys. I like to call her Sony.
And so I'm very honored to be here today at the launch of my 3-year book project. I came in expecting, I don't know what I expected, but I tell you, I've got the coolest gig on earth. I get to teach in here, as well as teach in real life, but I do my research inside a virtual world. And I really like that. So I have an excuse to be in Second Life, and I can pick up some salary for being in here. At the opening, in the opening of my book, I spent some time revisiting the history of media. I was especially enthralled by the inventions of Tesla at the turn of the 20th century. Some say he was a mad scientist, but he has come to be recognized as a genius. To me, he presents the what if. The what if we simply embrace the future? So many people along the way. I work with many traditional people in many traditional media. And some people aren't even caught up on media in general. But for those in the media world, some of them kind of, just push away the concept of virtual media. And for me, this is a place of media convergence. This is a place of imagination. We are in the future, and it may be at its early stage, but it's an incredible place. This is where radio and newspaper has come together, that we are trying to do in the traditional world. We're thinking, how can we get, print newspapers to put up put up their news stories on the web and all that. And it's happening right here in Second Life. So this is the future. And Tesla was someone who said, why do we stop at radio? Why don't we do wireless communication? He had already set in motion the things that we do now in the early 20th century, but we didn't listen. And so I say, let's listen to what's going on right now, because I don't want us to fail to acknowledge the possibility that technology offers. Now, as having a PhD in technology, instructional technology, I believe content is very, very important, but I also think they go hand in hand. Sometimes technology is confined by commercial gain, and at other times some entrepreneurs themselves contribute to the future by embracing technology. I would hope that we would embrace technology. Here are my specific acknowledgments. First, my Second Life partner and real life husband, Shock Soderstrom. Shock, if you could come up here. But he's the owner of Second Life Chicagoland, and he's kind of a crazy dude, and he pushes me in directions that are not professor-like, and I have to kind of push him back a little bit and say no. But I do thank you, Shock, for encouraging me to go forward. Your love and support is precious. I would like to thank Shock just for everything he's done. As I continue to present my acknowledgments, I ask that he stands next to me as well.